Hi, Alan here, and greetings from north central Idaho. And I want to thank you for joining me this afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is you're watching this. I really feel like I'm in paradise. I'm here with my home on the road. I'll just show this off for a moment. I'm in a pretty heavily forested area, and I was motivated to share this with you. And I forget who said this years ago, but can we talk? Can we really just have a conversation? Would you agree with this statement that the most important thing that we could ever have is our health? Or maybe put another way, well, without your health, what do you have? I was having a conversation with a friend the other day who just turned 65, and he knows that more than I do. He knows that better than I. And having lived in Florida for several years and caring for my dad and caring for, meeting other folks in his generation, 80s and 90s and over 100, you see a lot of people who, if they could have one wish, it would be to have their health back. It would be to be healthy, to be able to go out and enjoy this kind of lifestyle, or go for a hike, or maybe just go for a walk without a cane and without being in pain. So I ask you, how important is your health? Now, forgive me, I'm going to look at some notes here because I'm a teacher, and I do want to make sure that I cover everything so that you've got the information you need, because I'm going to share something with you, and it's important. So, when he and I talked, it occurred to both of us really that pretty much everything we do relies upon having good health, which is why I say, if you don't have your health, where are you? Family, friends, exercise. I skied over 100 days this past winter out at Steamboat Springs, great mountain, by the way, and I felt wonderful doing it. And what do you need? You need good health, and something simple and small can create a problem, which is why you've really got to get it all together. So it really helps to enjoy your experience in life. And that's why when I reflected upon my discussion with him, I have to share this product with you, Arginine Infusion. I'm going to give you a link where you can get information on this, but there's a reason that I'm bringing this up. The simple reason is that arginine is a semi-essential amino acid that shows promise. It shows promise in reducing the risk of heart attack, heart disease, stroke. It shows promise in not just your cardiovascular, but increasing energy, lowering cholesterol. There are a lot of anecdotal effects that seem to come from arginine. And I've researched, I've looked around, and I believe that Arginine Infusion is a best in class. It's priced right, it has the right ingredients in it, and it's got a company behind it that is making a quality product. And this is not some business opportunity in disguise where I'm going to pitch you at the end and say, hey, you can make money with this too. No, you can't. This is just a great product. It's a great product that I believe in, and that's why I've put it on my websites, and I'm trying to, shout from the highest mountain how important arginine is. Now, I also need to say that this is not an FDA-approved medication. It's nothing that I can turn to these firm claims and say that this evidence exists that guarantees that this stuff is going to work. But there's a lot of anecdotal evidence, not to mention myself. I feel the effects of it, and if you contact me, I'll even explain what that is without going into detail here. Arginine itself, I need to clarify or emphasize, is not a hokey ingredient. Arginine is actually used in medical circumstances. I learned this last winter when I was teaching one of my ski school students, and it turns out she was a cardiologist. And when I heard she was a cardiologist, I said, what do you know about arginine? And like many doctors and surgeons, their training in nutraceuticals, their training in nutritionals is not necessarily any better than what you and I get. But she knew that there was a medicinal value to arginine. She knew that with micro blockages, arginine is used to treat that. So that, to me, showed that there's, it's in the same world. It shows that there's potential here for this stuff to be the real thing, the real McCoy. There's a lot of evidence supporting it, and there's even a Dr. Louis Ignarro, and I'm going to link you over to a page where you can see a video of his. He earned the Nobel Prize almost 20 years ago doing the research showing what it is that arginine does and how it ties in with heart disease, stroke, heart attack, and so forth. I asked her another question that was pretty important to me, because she did indicate that she didn't know much about arginine as a nutraceutical, or in other words, as a preventative. So I said to her, I said, can it hurt you? Nope, can't hurt you. And that's consistent with my understanding, because being a semi-essential amino acid, it means that we could produce it if we ate right and if we exercised. Two big ifs. So being an American, we don't produce enough arginine, and that's why we need to supplement with it. And we need to supplement with the right mixture, which is why I'm supporting and offering arginine infusion, because I believe in this stuff. I should also answer a question I was asked a few weeks back. Is there any history of heart disease in my family? Am I doing this because this is something that struck home? And the answer is no. But I'm also smart enough to know statistics. I know that 1 in 3 are going to die from heart disease, from a heart attack or stroke. And in fact, they might be the lucky ones. Because if you have a heart attack and you don't die immediately, your quality of life is severely reduced. So that's something to really think about. It's something worth avoiding. So when I looked at, well, what are the big things that can take you out, and what are the odds? Why not do something to reduce the risk of the number one event that can change or end your life? That's really the logic that I'm using. So, there's a lot of things that we can do. There's a lot of things that we as Americans need to do. We need to focus on God-made foods instead of man-made foods. I recently read an article that talked about McDonald's being unfit for human consumption. And I think there's something to be said about that. And certainly eating right and getting more exercise, more push-aways makes sense. But it also makes sense to do whatever you can to help yourself reduce that risk. And that's why I'm going to link you over. There's probably a website address, if you're just seeing the video, that you can go to actually get information about arginine infusion and find out whether or not this stuff is something that you're interested in looking at. You will find that arginine is now widely accepted in acting to reduce the risk of heart disease. Again, there's no scientific evidence, so the FDA is not sanctioning this. I'm not coming out and making medical claims about it. It is nutritional. It is something akin to what you would find in your health food store. However, I happen to think this is better than the stuff they have in the health food store. And again, there's no home-based business opportunity on the back end of this. It's not like, well, you buy 3 and yours is free. Nope, you're going to buy yours and pay for it, and it's just going to do one thing. It's going to make you healthier. It's going to reduce your risk of heart disease, heart attack, stroke. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Alan Sills here from north central Idaho. Town is called Kamai. The campground is called Lewis and Clark Campground. Yeah, it's historical. Yeah, it's a great one. It's got lots of big trees here, lots of fun. Anyway, you have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is you're seeing this, and reach out and contact me if you have questions. I'll give you my number, 561-676-1205, and I am now in the Pacific time zone. That's GMT, not GST. I am getting closer to Canada. It's GMT -8. So Pacific time, if you're going to give me a call, please honor whatever time zone you're in and figure out what time it is here. All right, you take care. Bye.